Hi guys, I'm Sarah,
I'm Matilde.
and we are
Jesus Save Podcast.
where we are 22-year-old girls figuring out life with you guys. So, enough with the talking. We're going to get into the other talking discussion.
And this topic is sticking to your post.
Sticking to your post. This video is more of an education, an encouragement
Encouragement.
for young adults, like young youth, young adults, even older people that get discouraged and staying in a certain season where you compare your life to other people and you're like, oh, but she's doing this and she's doing this, but why am I here, God? Like, I want to be somewhere else. So, Matilde, how have you stick to your post?
Well, for me, sticking to my post or how I was diligent at my work, what God had called me to do,
Right.
and to not be emphasized by other people's work, and always remember why God had placed me this work. But how about you?
For me, I think sticking to my post is being encouraged, like you said, like being encouraged and what am I doing, and looking at the bigger picture, right? And asking the Lord to give me His eyes. I remember there was a song that my grandmother used to play, like on the radio. We had like because she had a Christian radio. She did not change no stations, you know.
Her music was good though.
It was, you know.
You know what you
But there was this one song. It was in the radio. It was like, "Give me your eyes for just 1 second. Give me your eyes so I can see. You know, everything that I've been missing. Give me your eyes for." It's an old throwback Christian song.
Yeah.
And I think in this generation, especially for young adults, when you see people on social media, people going street preaching, or you see somebody in your church worshiping, like service team, or you know, different things, and you're just like, oh God, but I'm just in this little corner.
Yeah.
You have to ask the Lord for His eyes.
Exactly.
You know, Lord, help me see how I'm serving you in this area, and how is it bringing your name glory.
Don't be infatuated by other people's work, because you can get easily losing yourself by doing other things. Rather than doing what God had called you to do. So be more vigilant at what God had called you to do at your work.
And delight in it.
And delight in it is so
I think sometimes we forget the essence of just enjoying it. Because I feel like, even with this video, right?
Yeah.
Before we even filmed it, like we have other things going on with us right now.
It's true.
Where we're like, oh, God, like, but like I told you, Matilda, we have to delight.
Exactly.
Delight. And to delight into something, you find joy in it. I remember my mom told me, like when we were kids, like she would tell us to like help her like in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And when we had like bad attitude, she would tell us to get out the kitchen. And I never really understood, because I'm just like, yo, you asked me to be here. I'm doing this for you. Why are you complaining? But then when I got older, I came to the realization, your heart posture matters.
It really does.
Your heart posture matters on what you are doing. Because
Exactly.
if you're there cash register and you're like, is that all you need? Okay, $12 now. It's like, you don't show the essence of who God is. You don't show God's nature. You don't show His love. You know, you're not. We all have our days when we're not the most happiest.
Exactly.
But ask the Lord for His eyes. But God, I'm not in the best mood right now.
But I have a question though, because I have a question to you. Sticking to your post, right? What happened if you feel like, oh God, it's nothing happening? Like everybody is thriving, but I'm just stuck here, like nothing happening. How are you able to do that?
This is what I'll say. I think it goes back to what I said. I think it's like, because you asked, how do you stay motivated? Like, how do you stay faithful into it?
Exactly.
Is that what you asked, right?
No, like more of like people are thriving on their things. Like
right.
And
you're
like
street
preaching, and I'm just here washing dishes, you know, in church.
Or like we can say like now our video, we're youths, we're new to this.
Yeah.
We don't have the highest following, you know. But there's some people like they make one video, boom, they are
they're blowing
up, you know. But we're not, and I think I remember this one person said, it's just like, we can be like, oh God, but I want 1K follower. But you have to realize those 12 people that are watching you, you're impacting their life. You know, you are impacting these 3 people's life. Go and make disciples of all nations. Your disciples can be 3 people. Your disciples can be 2.
Small beginnings.
Exactly.
Always
you
embrace
know,
the small beginnings.
or your disciples can be just 1, like a group of 1 person.
Exactly.
But you are helping that person. That person will go spread it on. And I think it's when God, like, I remember it says in Deuteronomy, I forgot where, it's like, when you delight in the Lord, right? And you delight what He has called you to do. It's so hard for jealousy to enter you. Because you're so happy with what you have. You're like, oh God, thank you for what you've given me. Thank you for this. Thank you for this. Thank you for this job. That for you to have envy, it's very pity, you know? Because it might not even exist. Because you're so delight in what you have. You're so joyful in what you have that you're happy and be like, thank you, God. But if you have the heart posture, oh, she got 10K followers, God. Oh, God, that video just blew up, but me and Matilda are still
It's your
here.
motive.
Why? You know? And it's just like, God is just like, yes, but you do not know your end. You do not know your middle. And one other thing, you do not know how that person started out. You don't know what they even had to get there.
And why do you want to have the same testimony of everybody else?
Exactly.
Don't you want to have a different one?
What is it like following the Lord at the age of 22? What's it like following the Lord in university? What's it like following the Lord in just your day-to-day life as a 22-year-old?
It's hard. It's not easy. You know, God didn't promise it to be easy.
No, He didn't.
But He sustained me. He sustained me every day, like waking up, prayer. I think is having God as an anchor. You know, be the one that I'm rooted in. It makes life more easier. Easier, like when you involve Christ in everything. This general, especially in this young generation.
But what is difficult following the Lord? Like when you fall in temptation or when you fall back into old patterns, what is difficult as a 22-year-old when you see other people? And like, cause I think one time on social media, you don't see, like, somebody doesn't go on social media every day and be like, oh, I sinned last night or I sinned 2 months ago. You don't really hear those stories.
Exactly.
How do you remain motivated in what you are doing, or how do you remain motivated to continue to follow the Lord through difficulties that you have faced?
For me, it's like prayer and community. Obviously, like having you, the church, like it makes me like easier to like, okay, strive for more of Christ, you know? And on my own, like obviously having prayer, having Bible study and time like that and fasting is very important. And being vulnerable of like what you are struggling with. Because I feel like this generation, like they're crying for help, but help is not there. And I feel like people need to be more sympathetic in helping other people, like when they're actually going through stuff. So I think that part. Yeah.
But for you,
oh yeah, but for me,
you're answering other way. But how is it for you?
For me, it's going to the Lord. Surrender. I always say that. I always surrender. Even the littlest bit during my day, I just surrender everything to Christ.
That's all you have to do.
And how about you?
I think for me, the 22-year-old that is following the Lord and like sticking to my post, and what it's like following the Lord and staying faithful to Him when you can see other people's life, I think it's challenging sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's challenging because I'm just like, okay, God, like I want to do this. I want to go here. I want to be here. Like Proverbs 19:21, you know? And it's like, God, I want to do all these things, but then I had to remember to stop myself and be like, okay, what does the Lord want? And that's I don't have a difficulty to do what the Lord wants. I have a difficulty, I think, when I don't start seeing the fruits the time I want it to start coming, that's when my issue starts coming. Okay. Where I'm like, okay, God, yes, I'm all for this. I love it.
Yeah.
2 years down the line, and it's still, the soil hasn't even started growing. I'm just like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
You know, that is my issue of, God, like, help me stay faithful. Help me stay consistent to you, even though I've been in this process for quite some time. Or because I think one thing about us humans, we like to give a time span. God gives us a word, and we start calculating what's going to happen. We start moving. We don't even acknowledge God in this calculation. We just like, okay, this is going to happen this, and then this is going to move here, and then this is going to move here, and then I'm going to move here, and then this is going to happen here, and then boom. But God was just like, who told you A will give you to Z? You might stop at D and remain at D for a bit. So that's one of my things, as following the Lord at a young age that I am, because you know I'm not old. I'm not there yet. I'm not like Matilda.
I'm not old. I'm not old, guys. I'm not.
She's older than me, so.
Whoa. 4 months. 4 or 6. That's not old. That's not what that is.
I'm joking. Am I? I'm joking. Yeah, so I think, and also for difficulties it's challenging sometimes, because I feel like, especially when you go through like hard seasons or like pruning season or like the wilderness season, and all you can see is your problems, and they're just like, God, how can I trust you right now? But I think the most important thing that's helped me is his word.
Yeah.
What his word says about his character does not change. Do not change God based on your circumstance. Do not change God. If God called you to stick to your post in church and serve at a church, you know, your local church, stay there, remain faithful there, because you do not know what he's going to do. Like there's this one girl we discussed earlier that is at our church that serves, you know, and she just serves, mind you. She just like, oh, is this how much it's going to be? Yep. Yeah. And then, but it's how she does it. I was talking about way earlier. Her delight, her joyfulness. Yeah. She comes there with smiling. She comes there with happiness, telling you the price. You know, your bank account may be screaming like, damn, like, but Lord, I'm this hungry. I'm buying this much stuff, you know. But it's her joyfulness. You're like, screw the money, you know. And it's her delightfulness. That wherever you are, wherever that the Lord has put you in, no matter how hard it is, no matter how hard it may seem like, in that season, God is doing something. In that season, God is working. You may not see it today. You may not see it next month. Shoot, you may not even see it in the year. But it's just like, if you say in your word that you were with me to the very end, if you say in your word that the good work that you have started, you shall complete it, then I know dang sure the where I'm at right now, you will do it. So I think following the Lord as young as we are, we're like early 20s, you know?
Yeah, in the early 20s.
It's challenging because people in my university, let's go to the club. Let's go to the club. And I'm just there like, I don't do the activities, you know? Or let's go do this. And I'm just like, I don't do that. And you start feeling limited. Whereas, okay, God, I'm not like, how can I really connect with these people? But then, like I said earlier, fix your eyes on the Lord. Fix your eyes like, God, okay, God, how am I serving you? Because you never know. Somebody can be watching you like, yo, Shorty don't go to the club, but she's always happy. Shorty, like, something about her is different. She has a different groove that I have. She has a different system. What is that?
Exactly.
And it brings that person to ask.
They get more curious, like, this is how you move.
Exactly. So, how was it following the Lord in your program in university?
For me, it's actually easy because I feel like easy. I don't know. Like for me, it's like
or university life.
I feel like it's easy. That's what I say. I feel like that's why I'm confused, like with you, because I always thought, you know, with your program, because everybody's like talking about God, like it's very simple. I feel like for me it's very easy because we're just sticking to our program, then everybody just going their separate ways.
But do you like hang out with them, talk to them?
Yeah, we can do it like on the what it called breaks, and I bring up God. And you know what the funny part? I feel like my classmates are very open to like listen, and we have this like. I think it's an adult thing. I don't know, but they're like open to like hear what I'm saying and like seeing a perspective, because in my program we talk about like theories and how to see in the world with different perspectives. So they're very open to it. So I don't really have that kind of problem. But of course, sin occurred. There's a lot of parties and the campus and things like that. But I avoid them, obviously. Yeah.
Exactly. But no, I'm not saying like. It's not like for my university, no matter festa, you know, like party 24/7.
I mean, the university is like, the campus is like a lot of like parties.
Yes, it's known for parties and stuff. Because even in my group chat, I remember my friend when I first started this university, right? Or before I started, he was like, I know this one guy that was studying to become a pastor. He would go party, like clubbing every other night, you know?
What are you doing?
And I was like, yeah, that's a lie. That ain't true. You know, I was just like, you can't be doing that, you know? But then, I have like, I'm gonna keep it under discreet. Yeah. People talk about like, oh, let's go festa, let's go club, let's go, you know. But I think maybe they may go to these activities, but they may not drink. I do not know what their motive is to do that. Exactly. But I think from my personal walk is, you're not gonna be in that place. You're not gonna be in that section.
Exactly.
And I think sometimes
that's a personal conviction too.
Exactly.
I feel like it's different for everyone. But
clubbing, I want to say clubbing is a personal conviction.
I can say it's a personal conviction, but again, we don't know what they're doing at the club.
Exactly. But we do know why you in the club.
Yeah, why are you in there in the first place?
True.
I would side eye you. I'm not gonna lie.
What are we doing in there?
It's time to get out.
Evangelizing? You can evangelize. You know,
trying to save souls.
Okay, save them in your classroom. Okay, that's just you know, it's just everybody's different. Everybody's functioning different. But I think for young generations, Because I remember my old church, there was this one woman. She was a young girl. She was the only Christian in her class.
Whoa.
Like, only Christian. And she talked about how difficult it is. Because sometimes her friends are like, oh, let's do this. And she's just like, oh, no. And sometimes they may look at her like weird. Or they may come to her, and ask her questions like, oh, what is this? Like this, you know?
Yeah.
And I think for her, she said, she's like, she had to realize that she's the light in that classroom.
Yeah.
If it's just one person that she changes, that person can change another person. That person, like, I have to remain faithful to my post. I have to remain faithful to where God has called me. I may not like how it's looking like. I may not like what it is. If God is calling you to move to another town, but all your friends are going here. Or if God is calling you to go to your local church and serve at a cafe, just serve there. It's just like, what am I doing here, God?
Exactly.
Like, for my summer job, when I had this summer job, sometimes I'll be like, well, I was never like this, but sometimes like the enemy, like thoughts would come in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the enemy, but a thought will come to my mind and be like, why are you here? Like, all the promises God told you, and this is your job, you know? But I have to remind myself, like, you learned something.
Exactly.
Like, me being here, me being kind to my coworkers, me being kind to the people I'm taking care of, you show Christ's love.
You show the character and the fruit of the Spirit.
Exactly.
Too.
Like, I met this older woman. Like, we built a strong bond. Like, I really care for her. And it's just that, it just shows, like, you never know where you're going to meet, where God is going to position you, and the people that you're going to meet. You may not preach the gospel to them, but your living, your lifestyle, how you speak, how you conduct certain things, how you view
move.
Exactly.
So
it tracks them. Like, what is about you? You know, like, what is this joy, or what is this fundamental? How do you view this certain things like this? And I think that is the beauty of being a Christian.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of following the Lord where He has called you to be. Because being called to make disciples of all nations is being somewhere where you may not, that place that you're at may not be known to what you do.
Exactly.
When the Israelites moved into the promised land, everywhere around them was serving fake gods. Like, these people sacrificed their sons and daughters to these gods.
Yeah.
You know, and God is like, you're going to do things differently. And because of doing things differently, Ruth said, your God shall be my God.
Yeah.
Like, I believe, this is just my theory, right? That Ruth saw the way Naomi was living, saw the way Naomi in their house, how they serve God. That she was like, bro.
She was intrigued how Naomi was like
Exactly.
moving.
She's like, at the end of the day, like, she said, wherever you shall go, I shall go. Your God shall be my God. So she's giving up what she used to know to follow. Like our pastor said on Sunday, your water, what did he say? Your water can be somebody's new water, something like that.
Rebirth or something.
Rebirth.
Yeah.
But you have to be faithful in that place. Because you never know who is going to come.
You don't know who you are impacting. It can be at your school. It can be at your workplace. It can be in the street, at the bus station. So just being you, being having the faith in Christ, just that alone, it can save somebody's soul.
Truly.
It can.
Because I think it goes back to our last question, because the video's not long. It's like, sorry, looking down our notes if we haven't said that.
Yeah.
It's like, the last question is how the Lord wants us to use us, even where we're at. You know, because it doesn't matter if it's construction site. It doesn't matter if you're on the pulpit. It doesn't matter if you're on campus. Shoot, it doesn't matter if you're in jail.
Literally.
God is willing. Like, there's no limitation to God.
There's no.
So if God is calling you to stick to your post,
stick to it.
And remain faithful to it.
Be diligent.
Like, be joyful. We have our days. Like today, Monday, it's just not really our day. Like, we were like, God, we're tired. I'm like, we were really tired. And my voice is still sick. Like, freaking, I'm still sick. I don't know. Girl, you don't hear my voice? Does it sound like Sarah?
It sounds like you.
Does this voice sound like me?
Yeah.
Is this my actual voice to you? Have you forgot how I sounded like?
You sound like yourself.
I don't sound like myself. This is raspy and my voice is breaking down every other minute. I know Sarah, and this is not Sarah's voice. But it's... Don't do that down to the camera. Don't embarrass me like that. You know?
Yeah.
But it's just, at the end of the day, Lord, sticking to your post, remaining faithful to the Lord. And don't compare yourself.
No. Comparison is a thief of joy.
Exactly. I thought that was that's not a biblical scripture.
No, it's just
I think a president said that.
It's a quote.
Yeah. I thought it was something biblical, but I was like, nope.
No, I just always had it in my head. Don't be infatuated by other people's doing.
And I think that in Romans, or like, I forgot the verse, where it talks about, where Paul says, it's like, if you're once a thief, no longer be a thief. right? And with your hands, go out and do something good with your hands and give back to your community.
Exactly.
But if you're over here robbing, like, oh, how is she doing her life? How is she? And you're like, and also I think also low key you rob the essence of God showing you what you're capable of doing. You rob the essence of God moving in your life.
You're not allowing God to use but the thing that you have already in you.
Exactly.
But
Like God wants to be your friend.
Else.
And he wants to show you. When he says, I knitted you, made you in your mother's womb. I know the essence. I know who you are.
That's true.
But if you take the time to know who I am and we build that bond and that relationship, you're going to realize, damn, I'm a good writer. God, I have a creator mind. God, I'm good at this.
Exactly.
And then you can do that to glorify his name. All good gifts comes from the Lord. So just to conclude this video,
yep,
we would like to say is stick to your post, no matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how challenging it is. If that means you have to leave somewhere and go somewhere else, or you're questioning, is this really for me? God, I feel like I deserve something bigger. Trust that the Lord knows what he's doing.
Exactly.
And in due time, you shall see it.
Amen. And be diligent at your work. Be delighting yourself in the Lord. Do it with joyful service.
Exactly. So thank you guys so much for watching.
And don't forget, our email is Jesus Save Podcast. Wait.
Why do you say it like that?
No, I forgot. If you have any prayer requests or if you have any topics that you want us to bring up, please let us know this at Jesus Save Podcast email and send it. And
the email is to pray for, like, if you don't want to say it in the comment section and you want to keep it more like private, we can pray for you. But in the comment section, say what you're struggling with. Say that I need help sticking to my post. I need help staying faithful to where I'm at. And hopefully the community of people will just pray for you. We'll pray for you. And yes, so thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Jesus Saves, and see you guys next Sunday.
God bless.
Bye. Bye. Oh.